Tell you what, I've been to a few of the RFCs, and it's a slick production, man. It looks really good, and at the Sundome, it's a perfect venue for it.
This is like the third time I think we've had Chuck. We had him a couple times in Vegas, and now this is the first time we've had it in our Tampa Den of Sim. And Chuck is no stranger to Tampa. He used to come with Tampa all the time. How you doing, Chuck?
I'm doing great. It's a little way too early in the morning for me, but
us too.
Usually, Chuck, we do afternoons, and now we on Fridays we're doing mornings. And for Howard, he's letting us do mornings on Howard. And then when we talked to Randy's like, man, getting Chuck to come in on the afternoon wouldn't be a problem at all. And he'll do it as a special favor because he knows you guys. But historically, Chuck is not a morning guy.
I'm not a morning guy, nope. That's way too early in the morning. I mean, and I just got here. I was in New York for a day or so. But
right. And you're in a good mood today, too, Chuck, for this early in the morning. Great mood.
I'm in a great mood for this early in the morning. Yeah, it was a good night last night. We had fun.
Were you in New York last night or Tampa last night?
Tampa last night. We went to Blue Martini.
That's a hot spot, Chuck.
Honestly, I'm probably still drunk, so that's probably why.
That's fine.
That's probably why I'm still in a good mood. That's why. I haven't sobered up yet.
All this traveling, does that affect your training at all? Because you're on the road quite a bit now. I mean, are you still finding the time to train?
Well, sorry.
That's all right, Chuck.
Yeah, it affects my training, yeah. But the thing is, once I start training, my trainer, John, won't let anybody.
He locks you down.
He locks me down.
You're done.
3 months out, he locks me down. I'm done.
3 months out? Really?
How many hours a day do you train when you're getting ready for a fight?
3 to 4 hard hours a day.
Chuck, I have so many things to talk to you about, Chuck. I hope I can get them done in 30 minutes. So many things. First of all, congratulations on the Tito Ortiz deal. And secondly, I will never bet against you. I've tried to bet against you 2 times.
Tried.
Good call.
I'm not
upset about it. Don't worry about it.
A
buddy of mine said he bet $50,000 on Tito. I'm like,
what a dumbass.
Hey, apologize to me. I'm like,
now, Brent, what was the first time against? What was the first time?
Babalusa brawl.
You kicked his fucking ass.
You can fall backwards and knock somebody out. How does that work?
He's a stud. You know, we were in Vegas. We had you on, and everybody's like, look at the money. Sabral, look at how much of a favorite Liddell is. And I'm like, you're right. I mean, Sabral, what if he caught Liddell? So I'm there. I got my $500 Sabral ticket, all right? I'm at the deal. Randy, you told me. By the way. He's the one that told me. He's the one that told me.
Told you
not to do it. Okay. Randy goes by and goes, Bubba, I love you to death.
Yeah, make sure you say that I said not to.
No.
It was not to.
Randy comes to me and says, man, Bubba, I love you to death, but you are being an idiot. I'm like, but 500, the guy's a $500 fucking underdog.
But I can make so much money if by chance it happens.
There's some reason Sabral, and Randy goes, Bubba.
Dana's the one. I slipped and fell and broke my leg or something.
Maybe if Chuck got hit by a truck on the way to the fucking event, maybe. You know? And Randy goes, Bubba, I'm telling you. You're wasting your money. It'd be better just to not even bet on this deal, or just put all the money on Chuck. And Chuck's not going to lose. It's going to be a crushing. I go, it ain't going to be a crushing. Sabral's pretty cool.
You know who hyped us up on Sabral was Dana.
Yeah,
Dana's the one.
That cocksucker Dana.
So he was selling a Sabral.
So we're sitting in our fucking seats, right? And here you come out.
Come on, guys. He's trying to sell a fight.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Never believe the promoter. What the fuck?
He's trying to sell a fight.
He's trying to fucking sell pay-per-view out the ass, and he did. So I'm there, and I'm going. I go. Fucking Chuck Liddell, man. Fuck my boy. Fucking Chuck Liddell's off balance. Gives him one of these deals, and the guy fucking knocks out. I'm walking out of the deal. I go, Brent, I'm never fucking betting against Liddell ever in my life, ever again.
Yeah, I was agreeing
and
with
you text me right after that, if you remember. Randy, I'll never doubt you again.
Yeah. I go, fucking Liddell killed me. So then the Tito deal, I didn't put no money on. I didn't put no money on.
I didn't put any money on the
no
Tito
money
deal.
on Tito deal.
Good call,
but you killed him. You killed him. You know, he looked better. Tito looked better than he did the first time, but still wasn't in the game. I mean, you know, your striking, Chuck, is just ungodly. Unfucking godly.
And those punches are targeted. You land almost all of them.
And you're so mean. You're just a mean, crazy, fucking crazy motherfucker.
I don't like anyone. So
right now he's in a good mood, and he still looks mean.
He's in a good mood, and I'm still nervous. Yeah. You're in a good mood, and I'm still a little nervous. That's why I brought my gun today, in case you get crazy. Now we got a bunch of shit to show you. One, Kurt Angle calls this show all the time.
Okay.
Really good friend of the show. And Kurt seems to think that in 6 months, if he had 6 months of training, that he could take you. And you know, and Chuck, you know, the last time we had you in, we had Tito in. So we're that show that likes to kind of fuck with people a little bit. So we wanted to at least play you the audio clips. Here's
the reason why I want to go with Chuck Liddell is because I'm not that stupid to go striking with him. I'm gonna be ankle biting the hell out of him.
All right, there's the first
And just so you know, Chuck's one of the best sprawlers in the game. Your takedown defense
Tito
is
couldn't. That's
unbelievable.
what Tito prides himself on, being able to take him down and couldn't get you.
Right.
Colonel, let me ask you a question. Would you?
Yeah.
Could you get a Couture, a Liddell, or a Tito? Could you get them on, like if you're just straight folk style wrestling? Could you get them on their back and pin them in less than 3 minutes?
The only one I couldn't is Randy. I beat him probably 15-0, but Randy is an Olympic wrestler, and he knows the game, and I just don't think that Tito Ortiz is a good enough wrestler. And Chuck Liddell obviously is not a wrestler at all. You know what? I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up my ass. And,
We
Chuck was a
just
Division I wrestler, right?
We just fucked up. We had Chuck going so
I
good.
was a Division I wrestler, and actually, I wrestled a lot longer than Tito did, and at a school that they were our rivals, actually, Bakersfield, where he wrestled for a little bit.
You were like Cal Poly, right?
I was at Cal Poly.
Hold on, we really fucked it up. We were doing so good with Chuck, and now we just got him completely fucking side. Stand by.
and say that I'm going to dominate these guys. These guys are great fighters. I have all the respect in the world for them. But when I study them, and I don't just watch, I study them. When I study them, I have not seen. They are very slow. They're very methodical.
Now, Chuck, let me ask you a question. Two questions.
Never been hit.
That's true. He's never been hit.
He's never been hit. Kevin Randleman, guy,
Great wrestler,
two-time
yeah.
national champ.
Yep.
Would have took me down, probably straight wrestling. Probably had no problem taking me down anytime he wanted to.
But he'd never been hit.
But you put him in front of me where I can hit him, it moves him back 6-8 inches. Because if
He might
he's
get
close
struck?
enough to hit me to take a good shot, he's close enough to get hit.
So if
I'm gonna hit him.
If he's close enough to shoot a single or a double, he's close enough to get struck.
Punched.
Right.
So, and a guy like Kurt is going to shoot in really hard and catch a really hard right hand, catch a really hard knee while he's shooting in real hard.
Now let me ask you a question,
So,
Chuck.
hey,
It's
and
about
then what's he going to do once he gets on top of me?
Yeah.
He's going to sit on top of me and pin me? Well, okay, great.
Chuck, let me ask you a question.
Hurt me, I'll get up. I'll get off my back.
In the overall sport, like for instance, regardless of who won in the Tito Chuck, it was a huge moneymaker. It was a great pay-per-view. It was a great gate. It was great for the sport. Would this, if this was to happen, if he could get into training, would it be? Would it be a big moneymaker? Would it be a big draw? Would this be a big draw? Chuck, you versus a Kurt Angle deal.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on. I mean, if he's got a big fan base, I suppose, from the WWE stuff. But,
And what would you be your prediction? First rounder? Would you get him in the first round on a strike?
I'm gonna hit him a lot.
Right.
I mean, he's not used to getting hit, and it'll surprise him right away when he gets hit hard. I mean, if he's never been hit hard, I'll really surprise him when he gets hit.
Chuck, if you can see here in my studio, I know you've done a lot of radio because you're the world champion, been in Howard studio, all kinds of shit. We have our own Bubba gone. And this red carpet comes off. There's a mat underneath there, full canvas. These two gates swing, and we lock people in and fight.
Excellent.
And we have footage.
You up next?
No, I'm not. No way. Me and you?
Yeah.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
Don't
even fucking look over this way, Chuck.
Nobody. Chuck, I'm not. That's what I'm not getting at. Is I'm not fucking being a dick. I'm just telling you. We try to have our little fun and fat games here, and we had two guys box last night, and I wanted to show you a little footage of the TV right above you. We had. Now I can probably pop this up here.
Your rights. We check.
Here we go. Is there any sound on that?
To parrot a fancy.
What's that guy wearing?
He's wearing a banana hammock. That's why I had to kick his ass.
He was wearing a cup.
He stepped in there looking like Borat.
Yeah, and he got his ass kicked. Now he doesn't. I don't have any sound.
Yeah, there's no sound except for on the TV. If you were to turn it up on the TV, you can maybe hear something.
That's okay. So I just want Chuck to see this poor display of whatever you call it. Yeah, fast forward a little bit. Look at this. This is in studio.
Okay. Somebody tell me why he's wearing a banana hammock.
He thought it would throw me off my game.
Chuck,
Tell me why he's wearing a thong. All right, okay.
Chuck, he leads with his head. Look, he leads with his head.
Yeah, what kind of Bubba Gon do we have?
Yeah. Now, do me a favor. Now, I want Chuck to see. I wish now. Can you turn the volume up? Because I want Chuck to see. You know the Asian girl that was in the
in the green room with you?
in the green room, Chuck. That when you first came in.
Yeah.
We had Rob Kahn here, and he's from Gracie, Tampa, from MMA, and she asked Rob, "What does a rear naked choke feel like?" He put her in a rear naked choke to the point of passing her out. Now, you know, Chuck, that when you put it in a guy and if you sink it good, he'll go, when they pass out. Yeah. She started convulsing last night. Here we go.
Yeah.